Today we're discussing strikers who seem to have a knack for avoiding goals. Despite playing for big teams and having opportunities, these players fail to score as many goals as expected. Let's take a look at 4 of them. Let's start with Andy Carroll, an English striker who began his career at Newcastle United. Born in Gateshead, he quickly rose through the club's youth ranks, showcasing a natural talent for football. Carroll had a promising start, scoring 17 goals in the English Championship, helping Newcastle secure promotion to the Premier League. In the following season, he continued his good form, netting 11 goals in 19 Premier League games. This performance caught the attention of Liverpool, who signed him for $35 million in January 2011, making it one of the most expensive transfers at the time. However, Carroll struggled to meet expectations at Liverpool. In his first full season, he scored just 4 goals in 35 Premier League games. Hopes that he could replace Fernando Torres, who had moved to Chelsea, quickly faded. Carroll struggled to fit into Liverpool's tactical system, and his frequent injuries only made matters worse. Despite being a strong and tall striker known for his aerial ability, he couldn't convert these qualities into a significant number of goals. After a disappointing stint at Liverpool, Carroll was loaned out and later sold to West Ham United. Even there, he failed to reach the 10-goal mark in a season. His frequent injuries were a constant hindrance to his progress. Despite a few standout moments, such as a hat-trick against Arsenal in 2016, he never achieved the consistency that would justify the high investment made in him. In several seasons, he scored only 2 or 3 goals, far below expectations for a striker of his stature. Carroll's career was marked by a series of what-ifs. What if he had stayed healthy? What if he had adapted better to Liverpool's style of play? With an average of just 5 goals per season over 16 years, it's clear he didn't reach the potential many saw in him early in his career. Carroll retired in 2023, leaving behind a mixed legacy, remembered both for his flashes of brilliance and his frequent disappointments and injuries. David Ngog is another striker who promised much early in his career. Coming through the youth ranks at Paris Saint-Germain, PSG, he was seen as a young talent in French football. After making his debut for PSG and scoring once in 18 League One games, he caught the eye of Liverpool, who signed him at 19 in 2008. The hope was that Ngog could develop under the guidance of experienced players and become a key attacker for the Reds. However, Ngog never established himself as a prolific goalscorer at Anfield. In 3 seasons with Liverpool, he scored just 9 goals in the Premier League. His best season was 2009-2010, when he scored 5 league goals, but these numbers fell far short of what was expected from a striker at an elite club. Ngog struggled with the pressure and competition for places in Liverpool's attack, particularly with players like Fernando Torres and Dirk Kuyt. After leaving Liverpool in 2011, Ngog moved to Bolton Wanderers, but also underperformed there. In 2.5 seasons, he scored only 4 goals in 39 Premier League games. Things didn't improve when he left Bolton. His career continued in less competitive leagues, where he never managed to stand out as a goalscorer. In 14 years of professional football, Ngog scored a total of 68 goals, averaging less than 5 goals per season. He retired in 2020, leaving behind a career that, despite an impressive start, never reached the heights many had hoped for. Ngog's trajectory serves as a reminder of how challenging the transition to top-level football can be, and how it doesn't always guarantee success, even for players with evident potential. Moving on from Liverpool disappointments to the realm of great promises that never materialised, we have Fabio Borini. Borini began his career at Chelsea, where he was seen as a major Italian football prospect. After impressing in the youth ranks, Borini made a few appearances for the senior team, but never established himself due to strong competition. His quest for more playing time led him to a loan at Swansea City, where he scored 6 goals in 12 championship games, helping the club gain promotion to the Premier League. Borini later returned to Italy, signing with Roma, where he had a reasonably successful season, scoring 9 goals in Serie A and helping the team reach 6th place in the league. His spell at Roma was enough to catch Liverpool's attention, who signed him in 2012. However, Borini's time at the Reds was disappointing. In 2.5 seasons at the club, he scored only 3 goals in 38 Premier League games, struggling to find form amid injuries and strong competition for places. After leaving Liverpool, Borini attempted to revitalise his career at Sunderland. Initially, he showed signs of recovery, scoring 7 goals in 32 games in the 2013-2014 season. However, his performance dropped in the following seasons, and he failed to maintain the consistency expected from a top striker. A move to Milan in 2017 seemed like a good opportunity for a fresh start, but Borini again failed to stand out, scoring just 2 goals in 44 Serie A games. Over his career, he scored a total of 62 goals, averaging less than 5 goals per season, indicating that he never became the prolific scorer many had anticipated. Last but not least, we have Nicklas Bendtner, affectionately known as Lord Bendtner. The Danish striker began his career at Arsenal, where he was considered one of the big promises in European football. His start at the London club was promising, and he quickly earned a spot in the first team, demonstrating technical and physical skills that impressed many. However, Bendtner never managed to establish himself as a consistent goalscorer, netting just 45 goals in 171 appearances for the Gunners, a tally that fell well short of expectations for a top striker. Bendtner had stints at various clubs throughout his career, including Sunderland, Juventus, Wolfsburg, and Nottingham Forest. At Sunderland, he scored 8 goals in 28 games, a reasonable performance, but not enough to establish himself as a major scorer. His time at Juventus was brief and uneventful, with only 2 goals in 10 matches. At Wolfsburg, he had more opportunities but again failed to shine, scoring only 9 goals in 47 Bundesliga games. Bendtner's career was often marred by off-field issues. He was involved in several controversies, including run-ins with the police and controversial media statements, which frequently diverted attention from his performances on the pitch. These behavioural issues contributed to his difficulty in finding stability at the clubs he played for and undermined his ability to fully focus on football. Despite all these challenges, Bendtner had sporadic moments of brilliance that reminded people of his early career promise. In 16 years as a professional, he scored a total of 115 goals, averaging just over 7 goals per season. While this average is respectable, it doesn't match the potential many saw in him at the start of his career. These 4 players had opportunities at big clubs but never managed to shine as goalscorers. Despite all the promises and hopes, their careers were marked by a lack of goals. What do you think of the 4 strikers we've discussed here? Do you know of any other players who should be on this list? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a like, and of course subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos and stay updated on everything happening in football.